It's a good water bottle sound, I've been told. Might make it a sound effect. So, one of the things I've kind of been trying to do is do one thing to improve the stream each day. I got on a little bit later today. It's okay. Can't be too hard on yourself. But one of the things I'm thinking of is to kind of say, hey, here's what you can expect from my stream. Because I feel like the hardest part about a new streamer is you're just rolling the dice. You have no understanding of what you're getting yourself into. So how could you even know? Whereas if I follow like a top streamer like Shroud, like he's got tons of lore. I know exactly what Shroud's going to be doing. I know who he is and how he plays and all this stuff, right? Whereas for me, you have no idea. And I'm still kind of figuring that out myself. So that's one of the things I plan on doing, is putting that in like the about me, maybe. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But more improvements to come. I know it's still, I'm piecing it together. I'm learning. And I am level 97, which to me is pretty nuts for a first playthrough. I'm only, what, this is day 8 I'm playing it? Just saying. So let's talk about some of the changes I made. Skills are basically the same. I haven't messed with these too much since I last streamed. I don't think at all, actually. So those have stayed the same. In terms of character, we are now maxed on all of our resistances, which took some finagling and annoying work and all that stuff. So that's an improvement. Still get one shot randomly by all different types of damage. It seems to just be a feature of the game, and I either need to up my health or I need to realize I'm on low health when I am, because sometimes I don't. I need to up my stun resistance. Or some other type of survivability. I think armor's pretty good. I've got my endurance pretty high, so I don't think that will help too much more, especially when you get one shot. But yeah, we gotta figure that out. Probably crit reduction too, but sometimes these hits that are killing me aren't crits, so I don't know. Anyway, still over 100% crit strike chance, which is pretty nice. Our defenses are looking a little bit better. Endurance threshold's higher, almost capped on the percentage. I would like to get this number higher, and this number. So how are we doing these things? How do we get here? Where are we going? So, A, made my loot filter way more aggressive. I know you can feel like you're missing out on loot, like you should do every single encounter, all these things. Realistically, you should set a goal and just beeline that goal. And pretty much ignore anything else that you're not currently working on. So if you don't need primordial stuff, don't fucking touch the primordial rift beasts. If you just need Nemesis, just fucking go for Nemesis and complete the maps. Always complete the maps. That should be obvious. So by doing that, I've kind of gotten my progression to move a little bit faster. One of the things I did focus on, and shout out to Tyrael last night for helping me with this, but is my legendaries. So went through Temporal Sanctum, upgraded. Which one did I do first? I did the helmet first. Put on intelligence. I don't know which is better, intelligence or dex. Doesn't really matter. This was a nemesis roll, so was that. This I did today. Put 30% move speed on Foot of the Mountain. These are stronger boots than I had before, and I've target farmed them by putting on the blessings for boot drops and then going to the mountain and killing him multiple times. Jormun's Thirst. This increased my damage a ton, and my survivability a ton, which I was not expecting. I have a feeling that increasing your melee damage the percent of your melee damage, something like that my other belt was doing, it was at 70%, is not affecting all the damage of Shatterstrike. Because I put this on at 20%, and it's way more damage. Also helps with physical resistance, stun avoidance. I gotta get better rolls on this, but this is also something I target farmed. I put on belt drops for the blessing. I went and farmed, I believe it's the Stolen Lance timeline, until this dropped. And I just hit like any map echo that said it had percent chance or unique belts or set belts, until I finally got one of these. And I made sure I turned it on my loot filter as well. Still using the same sword. I will, once I get an exalted to use with this, I will. I just haven't gotten any exalted rings for some reason. Need to kill some Shades of Erebus to get this upgraded. Because this is a shitty fucking... This is a shit amulet. But it just fixes my poison resistance and stuff right now. So I want Omnis, whatever. Also, target farmed Throne of Ambition, which is a huge power spike. So this was also in the Throne timeline. Put on Adorned Idol, increased drop chance, and unique increased drop chance. And killed the boss until this dropped. With the Harbingers, because then you get double chance. I actually got this from the Harbinger. Outside of that, these things are the same as when I last stopped playing. I've been target farming for a red ring of Atlaria or whatever. The OP ring. And the Omnis. Obviously the Omnis I can only do with Shades of Erebus. I just put the Weaver things on that make them randomly attack you. So I'm hoping that gives me some more drops, because it can only drop 200 plus corruption, which I'm pretty much overall at that on all my timelines now. The ring is a little bit harder. I have ring drop at max for what I can like set the things for. I've taken all the ring prophecies that I can find. And you can only get that ring from either a random drop, a Rune of Ascendance, or a specific timeline. I forget which one it is. I was playing it just recently today. But I forget which one it is, and it's got a 0.12% chance for any unique ring drop to be that ring. So I did probably 20 maps with that as an option to drop and just didn't get it, and I gave up. But that's going to be the next big upgrade. I still haven't decided if I'll put it on this one or this one, because this ring is pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good ring. It's got some useless stats, but tier 6 health, tier 7 crit strike avoidance, pretty good ring. So we'll see where that progression goes. The build feels a lot stronger. I feel a lot tankier. Still get randomly one shot, but I can do like all the stuff I used to struggle with. I could just go back and do now. Other than the Omen stuff, the Omen stuff is so fucking ridiculous. I think I just don't know how it works. I think I just don't know how to play it. But I cannot beat anything Omen past corruption level like 200. I can if it's a tier 1, not if it's a tier 2. Definitely not if it's a tier 3. Definitely not if I'm doing 3 of them all at once. Points have been pretty boring. I just put 2 points into Illusory Combatant. I want to get more value out of them, but I'm not sure that I'm going to. It's too many points to get to the pen on this. And it's kind of a waste. Kind of like this, so I'm probably going to keep it. Could dial it back if I wanted to, or move that to this one to a 5 out of 8 is a potential. Those are things that I'll play with. I think you can change these nodes depending on what you want to do as well. They're easier to change than your skill nodes because you have to level them back up. But with these, you can kind of change them depending on what you're farming, what you're having trouble with at the time. You know, I don't think there's a set skill tree that you should always be in. I think it really depends on what equipment you currently have, what content you're currently doing, all these things. I think there's a good base for everything and some mandatory stuff, but outside that, like, maybe at some point I want to spec into Knowledge of Destruction because of the crit strike multiplier, instead of, you know, cooldown speed for teleport and 9% attack speed. Who knows? But yeah, those kinds of things can be played with. The things that are pretty much set are like, you need Gemini for obvious reasons. I think Mana Reaver is pretty necessary. I mean, these two nodes are just like, hit the breakpoint for sure. The hell? They're so fucking good. Nice thing now is this dodge rating, which was useless for me, and part of the reason that I spec'd out of this on my previous build. Dodge rating now turns into endurance threshold for me via Boots in the Mountain, so it's much more useful. So, which one was it that was farming for that? Let's see. I think it's the... Huh. Can't remember which one drops the red rings. Let's look it up. Let's see. Age of Winter timeline. Yeah, and that's why you can see that's now my... Oh, look, the background moves when you do this. They've got some nice attention to detail stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Age of Winter. Which is this one, and that's why it's my highest corruption now, because I've just been trying to grind on it. I'm almost done all my Harbingers, so I may go and just complete that next. I think I have 8 done. I have this one left, and this one. But they were getting kind of tough. So I stopped the farm items and get my LP things going. Let's try it again though. Maybe I can do it now. We'll see. I don't know if I have to kill any bosses for this or anything. Or I mean, if I'm already at the boss, or if I have to kill a timeline, an echo. I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything I want from this timeline, really. So, I could just do really any one of these. And I don't want to spend those temporal keys yet. Because I want to use those when I'm, like, having difficulty. It takes forever to clear maps and stuff. Right now, I can just rush this stuff pretty fast. Find the rune prisons. I did do some of the unique maps, which is basically what Woven Echoes are. It's just like unique maps. One of them was the Rogue Exiles, which is fucking annoying because you can. There's like 25 Rogue mages you have to fight to get 5 Rune Wardens, and they're not that hard. But then there's also monsters on the map too that, like, if you don't go and clear all of them first, or you miss a few, they stun you. And then you just get fucking popped. So you gotta be like, it's not hard, but you just have to be like, it's gonna sound dumb, but you have to pay attention and like make adjustments, you know, play safe. I'm just gonna kill a few more. I don't know, because you could just die right at the end. It got sketchy there a couple times. And then you lose a lot of time on it, because you just fought like 20 Exile Mages and 4 Rune Wardens or whatever the fucks. Still haven't decided how much I want to zoom this camera in. ChatGPT said a long time ago that it should be like that. That's wild to me. Maybe it should, though. Maybe it's just because ChatGPT thinks I'm good looking. What do you think? Leave a message in the comments. Fucking stupid. Oh, at least I'm having fun with it. What did I need to do? I already did the, I just needed the boss. Okay. Enter the echo. Find the leader of the Immortal Empire's invasion. I think they just put these guys here for flavor. So that when you get to the boss, it's not like you're just standing here. What the hell? Boss isn't bad. The Harbinger's the hard part of this one. I mean, this boss is a little annoying just because he does this guy. He like summons these people, which is a little annoying because then my targeting wants to put my Shatterstrike there. So I have to make sure to kill them, and then he does his little vortexes. What's up, Desnock? Welcome back, man. I'm actually a bigger fan of... So, it's an interesting question. Because PoE 1... it's more... It's hard to explain. I can play it longer, but I think PoE 2 is going to be the better game. I just don't think it is right now. What do you think? Oh, I'll look at the chat in a second. I don't wanna botch this boss fight. Oh shit. She's pretty strong. The skinny Harbingers are hard, man. The fat guy's okay. Hey, all right. That was giving me a ton of problems before. I think PoE 2 will be 2. So you already like PoE 2 better? Do you have a reason why? Because a lot of people are complaining, like, either about the end game, which that's my complaint, or about the, like the speed of it, which I don't mind the speed. I think the speed's fine. I just think it's more intentional. People are just really used to the zoom of PoE 1. What do I have right now? Daggers. This is all pretty useless for me. Yeah, asynchronous trade was huge. I actually only recently started playing PoE 1, so I've never experienced it without it, but I can't see myself having played it with it. Well, when they didn't have it. Because it's just a lot of back and forth for that. Yeah, the campaign and the bosses in PoE 2, like, for sure if you're doing, what's this? Oh, I'll never use that. For sure if you're doing campaign and stuff, and that's like what you appreciate, PoE 2 is like, it's pretty clearly the better game to me. Because like you can't just blast through it. PoE 1, I can finish that shit in like 7 hours now. Which I know you can do with PoE 2 as well, but I don't know, just feels different. PoE 2 feels a lot more like you actually have to, like, I don't know, you're actually playing the game, whereas PoE 1 feels like,
do you think we can do this?
you figure out the system to play the game.
Your confidence is reassured. You've grown stronger. While you're facing the last Harbinger, you'll have to wait and see.
This game's growing on me too, though. I don't think it's in the same conversation as PoE. I think PoE is pretty clearly the RPG, ARPG right now. But I've started to like this game quite a bit more than I had first started. Yeah, they haven't really... The campaign, it stays slower. Once you're out of the campaign, sometimes you're kind of like... I don't know, it's not... I just watched a video from Talkative Try, I think his name is. And he was talking about that, where they're like... promised a slower game, but haven't delivered on it, or something along those lines. And I think I agree with him. It's like they tried to make it that way, got people complaining, and then they just went back to what they were doing before to make people happy. I don't know. I would like to see them. I'm very hopeful for the next patch of PoE 2. I don't like what they did with the temple, but I like that the intentions of where they're going. You can see it, right? Because they're like, this temple is too easy to game and farm it, and it's breaking the game, so they nerfed it. I like the concept of the temple though, right? Where you could like build your temple. So I think they're moving in the right direction, and they're just figuring shit out. Yeah, like what kind of... so that's new to me. I know there's like... I've heard that the last Epoch... Like my one buddy told me he doesn't play it because they said they were... It's 1.0 release, but also... It's not because... They don't have the campaign done. And things like that. Which to me is... It's like a little odd. But I haven't seen the bugs. My general feel I get from this is they're like a pretty small team that are trying to execute on something that might be bigger than they bargained for. And if that's true, they're doing a pretty good job with it. But problem is expectation setting. I don't know why I had a map up doing an arena. Although I never realized I'm doing an arena until like a minute in. There are some visual glitches like that rhino or whatever just like falling off the screen. I don't know. That happens pretty often. I'm really hoping I don't have to do any more maps before I get the Shade of Robus here. Hey, let's go. You didn't like the mechanic of building the temple? I don't know. I like that you had the control over it. I didn't like doing it though, which is, I know, an interesting take. That is what I've noticed about last Epoch. I was like, when I winged Path of Exile on my first playthrough, you could tell. It was like a battle just to get my character to work. Whereas with this, I just like completely winged it and made a pretty functional build. Now I've updated it after like looking stuff up, but I could see that. Like I kind of want to do a rogue playthrough. Yeah, you can kind of just figure it out as you go. Like you can just load up the game and just be like, actually, like literally what I did was I loaded up the game. I was like, they have a Spellblade. fuck yeah, I'll play that. That was it. That's all I knew. And I just learned the skills as I leveled up. Alright, let's just boost this and get straight to the boss. Let's see. PoE 2, I think you can do that a little bit more. I don't think you could do it at all in PoE 1. No, I haven't yet. I can't remember if you were the person that recommended it. Was it you? That's what I've heard. Yeah. Grim Dawn, like, I'm super excited for it. I bought it. It's installed. I just want to get to level 100 on this and, like, get to the end of it and beat Aberoth and everything. Yeah, it reminds me of Guild Wars 1. With the, like, 2-class system. But with, like, Path of or ARPG DNA. Yeah, like, I also like that about this game. Like, I don't have to keep a loot filter on for items that I will never use because they're valuable, right? Where in PoE, you have to, like, sell them. In this, it's like, yes, that could be good, but I'm never going to play an archer or whatever the hell they are. All right, I got to zone in on this one. Spinny. Yeah, buddy. All right, now this lady's hard. Let's fucking go. Oh. It's so much easier when you have damage. Oh. I think that was 10 out of 10. Class specific shard drop rate. I'll take this one. Yeah, that's the thing I like about this is, like, you don't have to know the whole economy and feel like you're missing out by not keeping all the drops that you get that, like, you may never use. And from what I understand with Grim Dawn, it's kind of, like, oriented that way as well, where it's, like, kind of like SSF, even if you're not doing SSF. Which I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for Grim Dawn. I'm COF, yeah. Oh, hey, 10 out of 10. Let's fucking go. That's what, yep. I heard. People talk about that game like it's super old. It's not even as old as Path of Exile 1. Yeah, it's here. This is my COF. I heard that Grim Dawn 2 is in the works as well. Is this where I fight Aberoth now?
This is it then. The Harbingers are in disarray, and I've finished preparing the...
See, I feel like these studios get pressured to talk about their games before they're done, and I'd rather just not know. Like, I'd rather them just surprise me that a game's coming out.
He didn't give me the easy answer I wanted. The shades of he said that they needed me to be willing to forgive myself first. Thank you.
She dead? I probably should have paid more attention. Oh, she's holy now.
My name is Arenthia, a knight whose sins cannot be forgotten. My brother is waiting for us.
How hard is this? Why do I guess I killed an extra one. Okay. This is even Uber Aberoth.
So you finally returned to me, and with a guest. But first, prove yourselves worthy.
Aberoth! Face us, yourself!
Oh. Jesus Christ. Where's the lady? Is she even doing anything? This is a cool little... how it zooms out. I'm not worried about you.
Such wasted potential. Oropis would have welcomed you.
What the? Where am I supposed to stand? Here? Nope. Wait, that was only 1,200 damage? Okay, so it's one of those things where you gotta go inside first, and then when it outside the donut explodes, you gotta go back outside. What did she say with threat lost? Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna give it... okay, because it uses the eyes. I'm gonna give it 2 tries more max before I go far more.
The altar of oblivion.
No, you haven't gotten here before? See, I was, when I was like 93, I was like, I want to play Blade Dancer. I'm just gonna remake the character. But then I was like, nah, I told myself I was gonna play straight through. Can confirm, he is hard. Fighting 2 Harbingers at once, as hard as it sounds. Actually, this part's not as hard as it sounds. I feel like they're a little dialed back. Because it's just like their base abilities. I don't have any of the boss abilities. Jesus Christ. Nah, dude. Then the game's finished. Then you're done.
Don't worry about me.
There's so many games I haven't finished.
Such wasted potential. All of this would have welcomed you.
Okay, alright. I don't understand that laser thing. Oh, nope, I fucked that up.
The void comes. See the beauty we were denied. The terror turned her back on us. The void hungers.
What is happening?
They deserve their fates.
Oh, fuck. I feel like he has some interesting lines, but I just don't know. I can't pay attention to what he's saying. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go?
This is his answer. The void hungers. Oh, will not save you.
Oh, motherfucker!
Fight for nothing.
Oh! I was super close. I can't tell when he's doing a... Hey, thank you for the follow. Fiob Sao. Sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly. Fio Sao. Oh man, I couldn't tell which were mechanics and which were just him switching the world around. Yeah, I feel like they do that intentionally in PoE too. They like give the vulnerability mechanics at the very end of it. Invulnerability mechanics. This part's not that hard. Now watch, I'm gonna fucking lose on this part, but...
So, you finally returned to me, and with a guest. But first,
This just feels more like flavor.
worthy.
Face us yourself.
Nope. I say as I die.
Now,
Yep. Yes, I did. We're not gonna waste all our Harbinger eyes here. We're gonna... Let's see. I can farm for... I can get these timelines up. Well, I don't need to do that. I just need Shades of Erebus, honestly. And this is my highest timeline? Man, I was so close on that one, and I barely, like, I touched the death ray. Like, just barely. There was so many things to dodge. Some of the things I didn't know if I even had to dodge them. Okay, so we can just do the boss echo. What I'm looking for here is I want an Omnis. An Omnis amulet. I'm just doing the boss echo to get the shade thing to level up corruption. See, I think it's interesting that you play this game where you like make a bunch of characters. There are games like that for me. I don't know. I think I don't. This one, the interesting part of it is like mostly in the end game for me, because the campaign, it's like I know I can beat it pretty easy and that any build will work. You know, I like to be a little bit like I'm trying to figure out why my thing isn't working at some point. I have to improve it. Why do they? I don't understand why they put that shrine all the way over there to the right. Shut up, Harbinger appearing. Not even that scared of you anymore. Now I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna fucking die to him too now. It's getting dangerously close. I don't know if he's. I think I was at like 10 health at one time. Does this ever get... Do I have to be in a different blessing for this to get an upgrade? Ooh, fizz resistance, though. I'll need that to take these gloves off. But the upgrade for these gloves is the Immortal Vice, which I think only comes from Uber Aberoth, which I assume is a little ways off. Well, yeah, I don't need the fizz. I think it's the armor is better. But we'll take the Cold Shred because I'm pretty sure it's not letting me upgrade the armor because it's equipped. Like, I don't get a better roll of it. What's the highest corruption you've gotten to, Desnok?
Yes. Take care.
Okay, so now that I did this boss, I should just need to do like one map or so. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's probably not a solution that works for everybody, but you could try streaming. That will get you to follow through. Definitely a big part of the reason that I was like, nah, gotta push all the way through. Because it looks really dumb if you're on stream and, like, you haven't progressed. Or you haven't beat the game at all. I mean, there's people that watch that stuff. That's definitely just a me feeling, but... What's your favorite build that you played in this? I think the Blade Dancer sounds really cool to me. I didn't realize... I would have played that if I heard it first. But it sounds like Zed from League of Legends, but in an ARPG. Really? Because that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if that was going to be a weak spot for streaming, because it seems like it's more niche. Do you know when the I can look it up too, but do you know when the expansion comes out? Because I could just wait to do my first playthrough. Gotta get this other void butthole to open up. These are so easy. I don't really understand why. Like, they could at least spawn some more minions on it, but... Next 2 months. So maybe because I think Diablo 4 just recently did an update, a new expansion or whatever. So maybe I play Diablo 4 first. Because I'll just wait for the expansion for Grim Dawn. But I'm super excited for that one. Diablo 4 I'm like less excited for. Although it's a video game, so I'm happy to play it. But yeah, Grim Dawn sounds sick. And then the one thing I do like is it feels like a lot of these ARPGs are... Oh, fucking Christ. Downside of streaming. Upside is that you follow through on what you're doing. Downside is that you talk, and then that shit happens where you die to 130 damage because you're not paying fucking attention. Anyway. Nah, I lost my rewards. It's kind of cool. It feels like all these ARPGs are like trying to time their expansion releases around each other. So you can kind of like, I mean, it's terrible for my social life, but dude, my bad. Losing in Magic the Gathering feels like shit. Part of the reason I don't play it. So, losing in Magic the Gathering's fine if you lose and it's like, oh, like I got outplayed. But if you just like are like, oh shit, I forgot that card works that way. It's the worst. All right, what do I need to do? Locate the unstable buttholes. Gathering Storm. I don't even know what that is. Is that a mage skill? Primalist? Okay. I guess Gathering Storm's kind of like a nature thing. Makes sense. How many Gathering Storm builds could there be? How many builds from one skill? This you're reminding me of Mage Fist with Flurry Strike, or not Flurry Strike, Flicker Strike, where it's just like he runs it every season, and it's like, how many times can you play this and try to do it differently? Oh, okay. So the pets, like, it's almost like different skills then with the pets. That makes sense. I'm not a big minion pet person. I've never been a fan of those builds. I don't know why. I have a kink for Spellblade type stuff for sure. Battle mages, I don't know. I also don't know why. I tend to be pretty good at support classes, but I don't like playing them. I don't know, I just never got into the minion builds. They could be fun. But that's kind of as far as I get with them. So I'm like, ah, that's fun. Do you think I should look up the, like, do research beforehand on the classes? Or do you think I should just go in blind like I did with this? I'm pretty happy with going in blind on this one. I also went in blind on PoE1. And I went Painful Agony. Or Perfect Agony. And that's how I learned that your critical strike increases that you get, that are percentage increases, are not additive. They're based on your weapon. So if you get 5 of them that give you 20% crit strike, you don't have 100% crit strike. You have like 12. So I wasn't doing any damage, because if you don't know what Perfect Agony is, it makes your damage over time scale a lot harder, but you can only proc it with critical strikes, and your critical strikes don't deal extra damage. So it basically takes the multiplier from crit strikes, moves it to dot multiplier, and requires that you hit a critical strike for it to go. So I just stopped doing damage for like 5 levels during campaign. And I thought it was just way harder than it is. Jesus Christ. Those omen things are always rippy. I really just want to finish this stuff so I can get another Shade of Aerobus. I'm just trying to farm them. Or I'll take a cemetery so I can put a confluence of whatever. Confluence of an echo. What's devotion? Is that like class system? Okay, so don't look up a guide, but you think it's I should like at least know what the classes are going into it. Because I didn't this game. Or in PoE1. Okay. It's like blessings almost. Okay, that time, I don't think there was anything I could do about that one. Tell me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. It's very possible that my health dropped, I didn't see it, and then I got popped. But I think it was boom boom, and I was done. That does annoy me about this game. That's like every death is like that. Well, except for the ones that aren't. But, you know. We're gonna pay attention this time, so that this gets complete. I don't need to pay attention to the lead up to it, but once I open the butthole, I gotta pay attention. I think I don't realize how much I actually actively dodge when I pay attention, because I'm like, I'm just tanking stuff anyway. What does it matter if I pay attention? And then I stop paying attention and I just repeatedly die, so. Oh, I have the explodey. Story of your life, you just repeatedly die? Are you Kenny from South Park? Am I meeting someone famous right now? Highlander, I don't know what that is. Is that a show? I totally lied. I just didn't pay attention when I opened that butthole at all. But that one worked out. Man, why you gotta put them so far apart? If only the other two holes were this far apart, I'd have a lot less problems. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention. Pay attention. I think this made it easier, so I felt like an idiot. What are you playing in Magic the Gathering? What deck? Or, and like, what format? Man, it didn't give me a confluence? Or a shade map? I could just go here. Complete the Nemesis encounter. Hold up. First off, what is Mythic? Is that like legend rank or something? On their ladder? You're playing a 250 card deck in standard? How does that... Does it scale off how many cards? And that's in what? Magic the Gathering Arena, or? How are you winning any games with 250 cards? What is the thought process there? No two games are the same. How would you do build rounds? What do you have, a bunch of like tutors? I don't think I have anything I want to put in here. Ooh, 2 potential on that one. I think I'll just throw this in there. It's fine. Boom. Quick. Is that it? Yeah, that was it. Alright. So you're playing control? Unless something about the meta's changed, I find it hard to believe you can get to a top rank with a 250 card deck. That's wild. Or you just figured something out. Because you can win with a lot of different strategies. People just get very caught into the meta. What do I need to do here? Slay the Wangari Matriarch. These dudes that jump like that, those guys, they're fucking annoying. They're pretty freaking good. They do they stun me all the time. They do a bunch of damage. See? He's not even one that has like a stupid mod on him. I probably should have picked up those shards, huh? Oh, hey. Got rewarded anyway. I think I can do this now, which means I can put a confluence out. Yeah, that's wild, dude.
He remembers you.
What's that called when it's white black? I forget. See, I only know the builds that I played, and that was I played Galvanic Shards, Witch Hunter, with Stormblast as my boss killer, and the one I ended up playing more was Blood Mage with cast on crit spark. I used like the it was a guide. That one I followed a guide. It was like you use the Sanguine helmet or whatever, and then you put on this amulet that makes all your crits ignore lightning resist or something like that, and cast lightning bolt. And then you put arc on, cast on crit, and then you just like throw spark on the ground and everything blows up. Pretty good. It's pretty cool. You have to get like soul tether corrupted so that it doesn't have one of its things on it. I don't know. Those characters are like, my Witch Hunter is like 94. My Blood Mage is like, I think 97, 96. Because the end game is just not. I just can't do it. Oh, I did it in cemetery. What about you? Did you figure out how to bring Gathering the Storm there too? Because that'd be next level. I'm guessing you played Druid. For PoE 2, the thing dual companion builds. That's Druid, right? Or is that Huntress? I'm a duelist guy, so I'm kind of waiting for that to release. I'm a duelist and a shadow guy. So Witch Hunter's the closest thing. Oh yeah, that's right. They do have a little bit more, like, you can use talismans on anyone too and stuff. I thought about Monk too, but I just wasn't feeling it. Did you see the most recent, like, Path of Exile 2? Like, I think they just did like a small update on like the races or something like that. This guy's annoying. What the fuck? Temporal shield. And they showed a build that was like, you're a werewolf and you just summon like 12 other werewolves. Monk, Ranger. What do you mean farming ones for different buffs? That makes me think that you would like Scion in PoE 1. Alright. These guys are usually not that bad. Thankfully. That didn't jinx me again. Oh, see, I haven't fucked with companions at all. I didn't even know that, like... I guess... That was in Guild Wars 1, where you could, like, capture... You had to capture the pets that you wanted. So, like, people would pay for runs into the underworld to get this, like... I think it was the, It was either a Black Widow spider or... a Black Moa, because they were actually, like, statted different, where they would have different skills. I can't remember. But that's what that sounds like. Alright, so we're just gonna throw down all the ones I haven't done yet. But the most important one is this. Which I don't think I can throw down multiple of these, because if I do, and I complete one, I think it just deletes all the rest. I see. Okay. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Huh. It's kind of like Headhunter, but you have a pet. That's like Final Fantasy 14 did something like that. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah. You're a big Pokemon guy, aren't you? Oh, I didn't put this down, did I? Oh, no, I did. Gotcha. What was I saying? Oh, Final Fantasy 14 kind of did that with blue mages. Are you familiar? It's basically there's a class that like it's so good that they have a different level cap for it that's lower, and you essentially can, after you beat a mob, you can take any skill from it, and then you make a whole build around it. And there are skills that are like, you know, you could take something that's like you're invulnerable for as long as you're moving or something like that, because you get it from a boss that only moves sometimes, and it's just like you just become so broken. You can't use it in PvP. You can only use it in certain content. Wait, did I leave that thing there? I did. But it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. Ooh, this one could be good if I could figure out how to fit it. All right, now the goal is to go and, well, I hope I don't brain fart and do the confluence first. That's the first most important thing. Second most important thing is to actually complete the confluence in hopes that I get a freaking... I cannot use this amulet anymore. It's driving me crazy. Is this one better? No. Just in case I get any good loot. Gotta be prepared. Sell the uniques. Is this any good? Nah. Oh, I gotta put these in the... These Harbinger needles, I am assuming, will eventually be very useful in some way. I just don't feel like thinking about how they will be at this time. Okay, so I've never done this one. Let's try this one. I think we do this first, and then we do the confluence, reset the timeline, hire corruption, kill the boss, get an eye, repeat if we don't have the amulet yet. He's very angry. Oh, I'm inside her. Nice. Okay, she's a lot tougher than what she was at first. Man, that ward, it's just like... I swear they take less damage while they have ward up. Because like that health just deleted after the ward came off, but it took forever to get there. Is that it? I was done? I don't even know what that does. Thank you. We're working on it. I don't even know what I got from that. What does it give me? Always drops a unique ranger. That's garbage, okay. But it gave me a Weaver point, which is what I was doing it for. Alright, now let's fight this guy. give me an amulet. Wait, this looks... This is very different from what I expected. Oh, this is a totally different map. Oh, I have to open them. Those dragons in the background are sick.
An eternity of pain.
No, thank you. Oh, God. You tell me I have to fight this guy 5 times in this? Ah. Okay. I do like that too. I just don't like the feeling of FOMO from it that clogs up my stash. Grim Dawn is one I'm getting the idea that that's going to be one that I play for a long time, like, and I'll come back to as like just for fun. Whereas last Epoch, I think I'll just do like when the seasons are, just to be one of the cool kids.
You and I are bound by the same chains, traveler.
Do they not drop anything useful until I kill all 5? Is that what's happening? I had someone else telling me that they did hardcore in Grim Dawn, got to level 100, and then were looking at a piece of loot that they got and died on a permanent ground effect. That's how they lost their character. I would cry. I did hardcore SSF Ruthless this season for 7 levels. And then I swear to God, this is really what happened. I died because I was too stressed out from it being hardcore. And I just made it Ruthless SSF. Which is still pretty legit. I like Ruthless in PoE 1. Someone made a joke, they were like, if we have Ruthless in PoE 1, can we get a Merciful in PoE 2? Right? 7's pretty good. Especially when you're shaking the whole time. And I was playing Relic, like, pathing towards Reliquarian too, so they suck in early game. And it was my first time playing it. Not PoE, but Reliquarian.
An eternity of pain, unchanging.
Why is he so fucking annoying? That's reasonable. Balanced. We're balanced. One shot. One fucking shot. Nah, I haven't played any. No Rest of the Wicked. It looks a little too Souls-like for me, to be honest. But alright, man. Learn the game before expansion hits? Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Are you saying it's GD time for me right now? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Wait to be... That'll be... I'll start that game, like, earlier in the day. And make it a whole thing. Because I'm not excited for it. I literally haven't looked at any gameplay for it, just because so many people have told me I would like it. And what I've heard about it. Or, like... It sounds like the type of game that I would like. I need to pay attention. Okay. Oh, I'm having fun with this. Does it not seem like I'm having fun? Sometimes I don't have fun. But that's just because I die.
You understand nothing, traveler. Why do you resist?
If I cared that much about whether or not I was completing this the right way, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably do this off stream. Like, I wouldn't try to do two things at once. Because, like, when I zone in a little bit, you can even see it. You know, I'd not getting hit by the obvious things. Oh yeah, I get very frustrated. I get very frustrated with video games. That's not just this one though. That's I do not like losing.
You understand nothing, traveler.
But if I beat a game too easy, I don't like it. That seemed a little bullshit, though. That seemed a little bullshit. That didn't look like it should kill me. The big fucking orb of death looks like I should die. The little screen shit stain? I don't think I should be dying to that. I could be wrong. But I don't think I should be one shot. Hot take. I'm gonna start a petition. Stop the one shots from blood orbs. Or make them bigger. Make it seem like I'm gonna get one shot. See, like, I should die of that one, but I felt like I was out of the range. That looked like I dodged it to me. If I had more people watching, I would start a poll to see if I dodged that. See? That death, my fault big time. I fucked that up. I gotta kill 5 of these guys? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in succession? In a row? I gotta do them.
Pain, an eternity of pain, unchanging.
Oh. Okay, okay. You think I should play Elden Ring? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Elden Ring or Dark Souls. They look a little too slow for me. I've been thinking about it. I might try them. Give me somewhere to stand, bro. I'm sorry. It stunned me. The first one stunned me. You think it would be fun to watch? Because I get frustrated with stuff? See, that's why I'm not sure about it. Yes. So there's like a kind of a question there. I'm doing it because it's fun, but I do want to get an audience. Like, I'm going to make decisions that like give me a chance of actually doing this more than just as like a fun thing on the side. But I'm not only doing this if that can happen. Like, I just enjoy doing it. So yeah, if you have suggestions for stuff that you think would get watchers, I'm all for experimenting. Because like, the only thing I can think of doing right now is playing a bunch of ARPGs because I like them a lot. But I've played a lot of games in my life, so I'm open to stuff. I've never played Dark Souls or anything like that. That's one of the only genres I haven't played. Which I guess is technically this genre, but I get my question still stands though. Are you saying it would be amusing because it's funny to watch me get frustrated? Which totally fine if it is. I just can't tell if like I don't know what people would like about my streams, so it's helpful to know anything that like seems amusing. I'm basically streaming because I was telling someone this the other day too. I found at a certain point, for instance, when I was playing Path of Exile 1, anytime I would get like a currency drop, I just started being like, oh, piece of candy. Just to myself in a room. And I was like, this feels weird to do without people around. So now people are around to hear me say stupid things that I think are funny. Which just pop in my head while I'm playing video games. So, but I don't know which parts of those things people would like. Okay. That's really good advice, man. I agree. PoE 1 and 2 is saturated, which is why I didn't start with that. And LE I thought would have a little bit more just because it was league start. But yeah. Okay. Which would you personally prefer to see me play first? If whatever you said is what was going to happen, which would you pick? I'm going to fight this boss, and then I'll see what your response is after. Oh, I thought he was dead. Is he dead or no? He's dead. Okay. You would prefer GD? Okay. I'm going to do GD. That was the... I'm not gonna lie. If you said Elden Ring, I was gonna do it. But I'm happy to hear GD because that's also what I want to play. Interesting. Do you work for GD? That's fair. That's fair. I promise you, I will die in most games. And it'll be... The timing on that one. We're gonna take a break from the shades. I'll fight a boss. I don't even know why I'm fighting this boss this time. I'm just gonna fight him. Because I think I can beat him. That's my problem though, I'm not careful. I probably could. If I really, really, really wanted to like do a hardcore, even in I think I could do it in PoE 1 or 2. If I really wanted to. I can't take a game that's not PvP. Anything not PvP, I can't take that serious, that consistently. I will lapse. I was just 100% not looking at the screen for like 10 seconds. So like, and I'm trying to beat him. Like, that's not me not trying.
I did what I must to protect my...
I would do a hardcore run though. I might not do it first try, but if I liked the game and like people were watching it, I would probably do like a hardcore run. That would, if you want to see real frustration when I die, if I died in hardcore, I would be livid. It would not be pretty. It's so hard to dodge that thing. See? There we go. I've never died in this game. I don't know what anyone's talking about. I guess the armor becomes physical resistance at a higher level or something. Because I just have never seen the armor since. But this is new. I haven't seen that. I'm just gonna keep what I have right now, but... Yeah, but what if the cost is funny for other people to watch? I have no problem with torturing myself a little bit if other people find it enjoyable. To an extent. This is not going to turn into a BDSM stream. But I will get very frustrated if it's funny. Well, it really depends, right? I wouldn't do something like I wouldn't do that as like my main shtick, but I would try it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see myself going into hardcore, failing at it, and then being really, really, really angry. People probably think it's funny, but I just wouldn't play hardcore again. I'd just be like, all right, that's it. That one's done. Or I beat it. We're going to try the shades again. I really don't want to not beat this. I want the fucking amulet.
Pain. An eternity of pain. Unchanging.
What if I'm just like more aggressive about it on this one? Okay, so like I can sometimes tank the laser beam apparently.
Chains return, but what's of yours?
Yeah, PoE hardcore is a little nuts though. You have to like plan everything you're gonna do in advance. And like know all the fights to a T. I cannot imagine fighting Katava in hardcore. Imagine if your first time fighting Katava was on hardcore in that like first one where you have to die. See, I think the problem is I'm trying to dodge everything because I don't know what can kill me and what can't. But I know the purple death orb kills me. So I should just probably focus on that. I probably could have. But then I'll never get to level 100 on this. Hold on. Let me see. What do we have? We have one other viewer. I know. But I already have it downloaded and installed. If 40 Ven would like to come into the chat and say, yes, do Grim Dawn, I will make a character on Grim Dawn now. But don't feel obliged if you don't want to, man. It's not a requirement by any means. We're gonna do. We're not gonna fight those shades anymore. We're gonna play some arena. See, what's the easiest way for me to get there? Inventory, resources, Arena key of memory. Champions Gate. Travel. So I'm technically, right now, let's see if this is still true. No longer top 300. Fell out of the top 300. So we're going to correct that. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just downloaded the base game. Or I just got the whole... I either just downloaded the base game or I did the thing where it gives you like all the stuff in one go. I haven't done the tier 3 and tier 4. I think there's things that I get for doing those that I probably should do, but I just went straight from tier 2 to the Uber one. Oh, they do? Okay. What do you mean if I do ever start it? Like I'm not going to. So, tip for arenas if you've not done many. So first off, I did an endless memory key because it starts me at arena level 100. There's just no reason to do other stuff because, like, you can see even this is pretty easy. But every map, the most I've seen these arenas go is it's like 2 in a row on the same map, 2 or 3. And there's usually one of these towers, the shrines. So the goal is kind of like try to maximize your uptime with shrines before you move to the next waves. I should have waited to take that shrine until the second set of waves, because this is like noticeably more difficult usually. But on some maps, there's a bunch of shrines, and you can actually just like, if you just tap one shrine and then get a new one every time your shrine's about to run out, you actually just keep like 100% uptime of shrines, which is pretty important. There's also some maps that like have traps on them, and I don't even really pay attention to what shrines I'm taking. How unlocked is it? I'm like tier 10 or something. I still don't fully understand like the full value of the prophecies and everything, but I did unlock it for like getting more exalted items and shit like that. I have messed with the prophecies some. I think they're pretty useful for like target farming when you want to. I just don't. I'm learning so many things all at once with the game that it's like that's the one thing that I haven't delved into too much. But I know it's helpful for target farming. You just have to know which timelines you're trying to farm. Yeah. Oh, it's killed me. But that's the thing is like, I could know I want rings. Right, or like I want this amulet, right? But you would have to find a prophecy specifically for unique amulets from Shades of Erebus or something along those lines. I don't know if there's that one actually exists, but like if I wanted the chest piece I'm wearing right now, you would have to like get unique armor pieces for killing in the Stolen Lance timeline. Or the ring I want is like the Age of Winter timeline. Where are these waves? And you would have to know exactly where your items are coming from, or just like specifically look for them. But I do think it's cool that they have that. I think it's clear that this game was at one point offline only. Now that I know that, like it's very obvious because there's a lot of mechanics in place that enable you to play by yourself, and they're pretty robust and they're like rewarding. I don't really see the purpose in ever playing the Merchants League on this game. In fact, there's a chance that I play offline in future iterations. If I do, I don't know. I do kind of like the idea that there are other people that I can compete on the arena and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think they did a really good job with it, and COF's a big part of it. Because it doesn't feel like I'm like hardcore gambling on finding items, or like I feel like I just have to pray that I one day get items I need, right? Like if you need mage blood, unless you're like one of the people that know PoE inside and out and know exactly how to farm that efficiently with the divination cards at all, you're just hoping. But you don't really run into that with this. What's deadlock? See, I am a big fan of Economy Simulator, but I'm also, like, I don't need it. Like, I can enjoy the game. Like, I see the value of not having it as well. Because in order for it to be good, it has to be essential to the gameplay. And in order for it to be essential to the gameplay, you have to not be able to get everything yourself. What the fuck was that? Did you just kill a glacier? Was it a visual bug or was it just a glacier mob? It's a glacier mob. Wait, what? What are they doing? What's happening? Oh, I have a shrine that's doing that. Ha. That makes more sense. I was like, I could see if I was freezing them, but they're just getting frozen without me doing anything. There's the shrine. Let's see, what rank do you think I'll be after I complete this run? I think I'll be in the top 200. Oh, it's a Valve game? Already got my attention. I'll read the rest in a second. Interesting. I loved Overwatch. Blizzard ruined it. Blizzard's ruined a lot of their games. So that's very interesting. I do now that you bring that up, I do think that that I've heard of this before. Oh, it's out. Is that out already? Oh. Yeah, I've never even, I don't know if I've, do you think you could, can you send an invite? How's that work? Whoa! That was spicy. Do you like that game? Cross between Overwatch. I mean, that sounds like to me, Valorant is like a cross between Overwatch and Dota. Or Counter-Strike and Dota, I would say. Because Overwatch is kind of trying to be Dota in a way. Interesting. I'm never getting it. Dude, I could never be competitive again. I mean, like, I'm competitive in the sense of, like, I want to be good. I like seeing my name on a leaderboard. But I used to be competitive in the sense of, like, I'm staying... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I used to be competitive in the sense of, like, I'm trying to do something esports-wise. Which is just... If you see how frustrated I get now when I'm just having fun, can you imagine how angry I would be if I was, like, trying to win a tournament? It got bad. Alright, let's see. Oh, I didn't even get as far as I did before. I guess I can't put top 300 anymore. Yeah? I'll be fine. I promise.
Hello. Stay safe.
Let's see. We're gonna farm for the ring because it doesn't drop from Aerobus and it doesn't drop from Aberoth. It just drops from completing maps. Oh, is this the map I was doing this in? It's just staring at me. I'm just not gonna do it yet. We want to filter for uniques. That's exalted. That's not unique. Okay. So I think this has like a very, very small chance of giving me a ring. Do you... Okay. I might be able to do that. I have to see. Because I still don't know how I feel about the, like, streaming and adding people thing, you know? I think it's okay early on. And maybe I stay early on, who knows? But, I just have to think about it. Hopefully you understand. But I appreciate you, being open to it. Fair. Appreciate that. Yeah, I actually, for a long time, I was always offline on all socials for gaming. Like, Discord, I was invisible. Steam, I was always offline when I was playing. I didn't even want to see people seeing, and I don't play any of the weird games either. I just don't want people seeing what I'm playing. Which is weird to say that now that I'm streaming, but that's how it was before. Nah, I don't really care. Exactly. I would legitimately feel like self-conscious a little bit about how much I was playing. I'm like, I don't want them to know that I played Path of Exile for 10 hours today. The hell? Which is a real thing that's happened. Tower defense is something I only play socially, so. Or in Path of Exile. Yep. Yeah, but like they can see that I'm on. Which I guess if they can see and they know that I've been on that much, that means they're on that much too, but... Yep. But still, I don't know. Something about it. Okay, I need to seal the reef gate, which is over here. But some people use it like a messenger, where they just stay on to talk to people, but they're not playing games, which I think is interesting, but... I guess if you have a bunch of friends on there, but... I always annoy people because they're like, well, we messaged you on Discord that we were playing, and I'm like, fucking text me. I don't look at that shit. I look at it when we're on and in a voice comm, but I don't, like, communicate through Discord. Other than that, really. Really? That's dope. Wait, how do you mean before it existed? Like, it carried over from that? King Gold. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Is this an improvement? It is not. Is this an improvement? That was a good guess. That was very close. I'll say this. You're within a year. I'm 32. I don't know why I'm being weird about the age. That's an easy one. Oh, this is a significantly better rule. Don't mind if I do. Awesome. And I'm assuming if you're playing UT 2K4, we're probably similar age. Okay. I didn't want to say that too, but like I didn't play UT, so you're one of the OG gamers. You were playing like Doom and stuff. Let's corrupt this one. You can get a Jorman's Thirst reforged from doing this, which has tiers to that top line affix. So now that I have a second one that's better that I'm going to use, I'll corrupt this one and see. Oh, that's Discovery one. Oops. Let's see if I can get it. Got experimental bee on potion use. Oh, dude, like hearing people talk about those games, like especially the early shooters, like it makes me jealous almost because it's not the same playing it now. It would have been really cool to experience this. So I think this one's bricked. It's really hard to tell. It basically changed everything about the item. I don't know if I care about bees. I don't know what they do. Some good resistances on it. It's a really low roll in that percent chance to not consume a potion though. I'll try it just so we can see what are bees proc? Is that how they work? Oh, well, they get summoned on potion use. Let's see. What? I don't know why them being like cutesy and exactly the same makes me think that's hilarious. But these things are fun. I'm gonna see what they do. I don't think I'm gonna use this belt, but I've gotten they love bees in this game. What do they do? Can they clear mobs for me? Doesn't look like it. So it's just like because I'm not spec'd into it, they're just kind of a little bit extra damage or something. Oh, you're saying like anything that the bees attacking could proc it. Not that could turn them on. Okay. I didn't realize that's how they work. I do have that set, the Apiaris set. Whatever it is. Ooh, that's a lot of lizards. Yeah, they didn't feel like they did crap. And I kind of lost them in the mix. It's cool that I thought this was just like there's always one type of Jormun's Thirst for Forge, but you get like you really just don't know what you're gonna get when you corrupt it. Which I don't think the base item's bad. Why is there so many lizards on this map? Is it like a mod? Don't care about that. Oh, I need to escape one. There's another lizard. Am I just getting super lucky, or? No, I don't see any mods for it. if you wanted to send me, because like we would have to exchange Steam names in order to do the invite. I'm not gonna play it right now. Just full transparency. I don't know when I would play it, but if we were gonna do that, how would you want to exchange names? Because I assume you wouldn't want to put it in the chat, but I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna put mine.
I am not
Gotcha.
a man of many pockets. I am not a man of many pockets.
Oh shit. I got something purple over here. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. It's got me intrigued though. I have so many games I'm gonna play right now that I'm like, maybe I shouldn't add another, but let's see. Where's freaking Savage Gate? Oh, it just looked like a well to me because of the map. What'd I get? I guess nothing. Mana guide, maybe? Alright, I'm probably gonna complete this echo chain and then I'm probably hopping off. But when I hop off, I am gonna look up, I just want to see videos of Deadlock, if they even allow it. But I'll just look it up in general. And, I'll probably do some... I haven't seen these before. Really? I don't know how I haven't... It's crazy. I'm so used to knowing all the games that are out. I have, yeah. Long time ago, but yeah. Dota is one of the games that when I played it, I was just like, I don't know. It's really hard to pick up. It's really fucking hard. Those skills and character. Interesting. Third person. That's really interesting. Okay. Because I always liked the way the characters were all so different in Dota. Like, that was one of the things with League that was kind of annoying to me. It was like, it felt like you played the same role in different flavors. Where are these freaking champions? Whereas Dota felt like it was very, like, it was more open. Similar to, like, Path of Exile. How it's just, like, there's a billion things you can do. Yeah. That was... Does that still happen? That was the big tournament early on, right? Finally, I can see the freaking champions. Really? See, and Ice Frog's like he's like a mythical being. Like Bigfoot. I hear about him. I don't think anyone knows who he actually is. I could be wrong. But
Yes.
am I ever going to use these? No. I'll corrupt that just to see what I get. So you'd use a minion once, but as soon as I see minion, I just sell it. That is one of the very few things that I'm like, I'm probably never gonna play that, so I can just sell it right away.
Take care.
I think with the death there, I'm gonna corrupt this and then I'm gonna call it for the night. I got on a little bit later than usual. Let's see. Set to minimum, huh? Okay. I'm just gonna sell that to the vendor.
Yes.
All right, man. I'm about to hop off. Seriously, I appreciate you showing up for another stream. I hope to see you again sometime too. I'm kind of shooting for like most weeknights, sometime between 7 to 11. 11 is the end time. But get on like 7 or 8 and play.
Take care.
Weekends I haven't figured out yet. But I'm trying to do it consistently. So hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. It was a good conversation. It was also very fun to talk to you. You have good advice and good recommendations for games, so hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night.